All right, Chris Popper here in Bangor, and I'm joined by UMaine head coach Molly Engstrom from the women's ice hockey team. And coach, tough way to start the regular season when you play the number 10 team in the country. You lost to Quinnipiac on Friday night, 7-0, and then Saturday afternoon, 4-0. I was giving you my impressions. I was there for part of the game on Saturday, and I thought that the defense was outstanding, especially in the first period when I was there, holding the Bobcats to just one goal. And I thought your goaltender stood on her head. She was excellent and really played well during the time that I was there. If you would talk a little bit about the weekend.
Yeah, it is a tough way to start the season with a loss of that margin. At the same time, we put Quinnipiac on the schedule for a reason. We want to definitely see where we're at, and that gives us a good standard and a good baseline. I think we made some good adjustments between Friday and Saturday. I agree. Going into Saturday, we talked about how we need to be more physical in the D zone, and I think the defense, like you saw, answered that bell. I think we have a lot more steps to take, and I definitely know we have a lot more in the tank. So I'm looking forward. We've got 2 weeks of practice now because we have the off weekend. So we're working and sending, poignant messages to them about what it means to be good and lean in. And that's what good hockey looks like. So,
I guess that's the encouraging part is that everybody, you start the season and it's like, oh my God, we lost 7-0, and why are we even going out Saturday afternoon? But the
yeah.
team responded well, and like you said, they played with emotion, they played well, they played with. I think they only took one or a couple penalties, so it was clean, smart-headed hockey.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a message that again we had with the team as you go in, you're going into the third period and you're down 5-0, and you have to reel it in and be able to focus on something. So one of those things was this is a character check right now. You can throw the towel in or you can go play your hearts out. You have a nice crowd in front of you. It was so great to see all the people come out and support the team. So yeah, they definitely showed a lot of character, and that's something that we're going to need as we head into conference play.
Um, for the first weekend, I was up there Saturday afternoon. I pulled into the parking lot and there wasn't much parking available. Now, granted, parking is a little bit reduced because of the construction at the Alpine, but I was like, whoa. And then I walked in there and because I had gotten in there a couple minutes late, and it was a great crowd. I mean, you had to have been heartened by that um, to see that many people. I think it was just under 1,000 people that they reported on Saturday. And that was a great women's hockey crowd.
It was really nice to see. It was rewarding. It was encouraging. We have been, I know the ticketing office and university has been pushing this, but we really, and Kirsty, my assistant coach, has really done a good job too of being part of that. The girls have been a part of the community, so that's something that we definitely want to continue to do in building those relationships. But yeah, we want to make sure that they keep coming back. So we're gonna work hard for it.
And then on Saturday, you had the a post game skate with the Bears, and it made me smile when I saw that because my son, who's now 33, yeah, which makes me really old. He skated with the Bears when he was a peewee and a mite, and that's always just a huge. It's a big thing for little kids to get out there and skate on the Alfond ice and skate with the Black Bears.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
what is the team? I mean, does the team realize that? Or, I mean, or is it just like, oh my God, we lost and now I got to go? I mean, they don't. I mean, it's a big thing.
It is a big thing, and that's a testament to the characters of the girls that we have on the team. They always take the time to kneel down with a little kid to say hi, greet them, at summer camps or anytime they come out of the tunnel. They acknowledge the kids all the time. They understand what it was like to be that little girl too. And it's all part of building those relationships.
At 100%. I mean, when I see teams recognizing whether it's youth or whatever that's the future of it, and you can see sometimes that the players see it and it's like, oh my God, when they were little they looked up to, I mean, they probably didn't have you know, a team like this to look up to. And like we talked about last week, how girls hockey is building in Eastern Maine, Northern Maine. Um, but this is how you build that sport. And I mean, you look at, Caitlin Clark with the with Indiana and how that has just blossomed. And I mean, that's how sport gets built.
Yeah, definitely. It's great for this community to be able to have the women's team. It's really great for little girls to have these role models right in front of them. It's how women's sports are growing, and women's sports are growing at an incredible rate. So, and I do think the amount of people that showed up this weekend, it was a testament to that exactly. So we want to keep riding it. We want to keep, doing the work to put a good product on the ice and to continue to have people come and build us up from a fan base standpoint.
What do you work on? I mean, obviously, got to get that offense gelling a little bit, more shots on goal. Um, because I mean, put the puck on the net, you have a good chance of
Yeah.
scoring.
Yeah, it does start in the D zone. We have to be able to get pucks out of our D zone a little bit more quickly. I mean, when you spend 45 seconds in there, everyone is exhausted. So by the time you get into the neutral zone, you don't have any energy left for an offensive attack. So conditioning is one thing that we're really focusing on. We're excited about some of the numbers we're looking at there. And then exactly like you said, we have to enter the offensive zone with something left in the tank. So we have some offensive talent. We just didn't see much of it this past weekend.
Well, and I'm sure the ladies are excited to do up and backs and sprints. I mean, when you're working on
Yeah.
conditioning, it's like woohoo, right? I mean, but I mean, as you talk about it, it's 20 minutes of up and down, and I mean, even you're skating three lines, and you've got to dump that puck, and you change up, and it's like you're moving nonstop, and you sit for a couple minutes and you're back out on the ice, and it's fast paced.
Yeah. Yeah, no, conditioning, so to speak, is not all that fun. The girls talk about loving the grind, but what's
They,
worse
they
is,
they they're sitting there saying, "Yeah, coach, we love the grind." Yeah, no, we
yeah,
don't, right?
yeah. No, but what's worse than any of that is then turning around the next week and finding yourself in the same position. So,
Right.
we have to evaluate as a group, and they have to kind of look in the mirror and say, what am I willing to do to make the changes that we need to make?
Yeah. All right. And so it's probably good to have the bye week, and then you've got the big you open up Hockey East, and then it's four consecutive games against uh powerhouses of Providence College and BU, and BU's on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to getting into conference and kind of, seeing where we stack up. I mean, I think the thing is we're just focused on the next 2 weeks. This week is a grind. We're preparing as if we were to have a game this weekend. We'll have a Saturday morning skate as well, and then we'll get into our pregame week before Providence.
Um, you have done the work in terms of getting on the bus, and I mean that was I think, didn't you say though that you went down that Sunday?
Yeah.
So that weekend against at BU, I mean that's a whole different thing too. You've got to prepare about, this is how we travel. This is, a lot of it's the equipment managers, but still the team members have to do their part and prepare and bring their books and all of that.
Yeah, it's everything is new at the start of the year, especially when you
Right.
have new kids on the team and freshmen. So that's where we rely on our leadership to just push those things forward and then get through it, stay as organized as we can, and get through it as seamlessly as possible.
All right. Well, listen, it was a great crowd. We'd love to see another crowd. And two on October 11th. It is a long weekend for everyone because of the Columbus Day / Indigenous Peoples Day. So most people have that Monday off. So a good chance to come up there. And it is traditional hockey times. That the men. I mean, it's nice to see the women's team getting some prime time skating. So Friday, October 11th at 6 o'clock, and then Saturday the 12th at 7 against the Providence College Friars.
That's
Coach,
right.
thanks so much. Have a great week. We look
Thank you,
forward
Chris.
to chatting with you next week as well.
Great. I appreciate it.